I'm not great at this, but hey, it's been a while. I have been through some shit. If you guys have been keeping up with my community posts, then you will know that my husband and I had to make the really hard decision of putting our beautiful boy Toby to his eternal rest. We had to help him over the Rainbow Bridge, and so that's been hard. I thought I was ready to talk about this, but I guess not. Maybe I'll try again in a little bit. I'm just about to actually film a Sims video because I really need to keep up with my content, so I'll try doing that. And it's June at the moment, so it's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everyone. And so I'm doing like rainbow themed wax melts, as I do. I mean, I do this all the time. It's just my favorite thing to do, but specifically in June. So today I'm using all Ambient Spicera wax melts. If you do want to try out Ambient Spicera, you can use my code Stacey10. It gets you a cute little cheeky 10% discount. And it doesn't do anything for me specifically, but it'll make me feel good if you do use it. And so anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm doing all Ambient Spicera this week, and we're starting off with red. So today I've got 3 lots of red wax melts on. I'm doing a time lapse right now of one of them, so that should be nice. And hopefully I'm getting some squishmallows in the mail today, which will be really nice. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Life is hard and I'm sad, but my husband and I do actually have a tattoo appointment booked for this weekend on Saturday. What day is Saturday? The 17th. I mean, okay, it's hard, right? Because we lost our Toby on the 18th of May, so it's been 3 in like 3 days. It's been 4 weeks, and then on Saturday it's 5 days from now, so just over a month after we lost our little guy. So we're just going to be getting his paw print tattooed, because I mean, I already have a portrait. Like, I've already got this tattoo here, but my husband doesn't have any tattoos for Toby. He's only got the one tattoo, which is a massive Japanese mask thingy-mabob on his arm. But yeah, so this is going to be his second tattoo, and of course it's going to be like the most meaningful tattoo ever. But yeah, so I'll try to talk about this at another stage, but cheers for watching if you are. I'm a bit out of breath, but I got home from work. It's actually Thursday now, and yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I spoke about the other day, but look, I'm not doing great. These two are hungry. Hi, you wanna come say hello? Is Milton? Is that my baby Milton? I love you. Topher, come here. Come say hi. Say hello. Say hi, I'm so cute. I love you boys. I'm not the most decent, so I might just put you up on an angle like that. My husband's not home right now. He's actually working. I haven't heard back from him, so I'm hoping that he's going to be dropped off, because otherwise I'm going to have to go pick him up, which is obviously fine. I'll do that if I need to do that. But then I don't know if he's going to want to do shopping. I'm going to be saying no, because I don't want to do anything. I had a really hard day at work today, and I really miss Toby, and it's just getting so hard. We're doing a mixture of 2 different kinds of food for these two, because I'm trying to transition them from the hypoallergenic, which was actually for Toby, and then just this hairball stuff here, because these two don't have food allergies, but they will get food allergies if I don't carefully, you know, I don't want to shock their system by just changing up their food. Anyway, come on boys, come get your food. Are you gonna sit for me? Sit. Good boys, such good boys. Tofu, are you on your butt? Good boy, there you go. So they can just have their food, and we still have Toby's bowl just sitting in the middle there, because we can't let go. So every day I just put a little bit of the hypoallergenic into that bowl as a sort of like offering to Toby to come visit me in my dreams. And we do have his ashes back, but I don't really want to put them out anywhere, until we find a really good urn to transfer them into. But we do have this beautiful photo of him in this little frame here, and I don't know, it's just kind of like, this is just how our little corner looks now next to the TV. It's hard and it's not fair. I literally watched Toby come out of his mother. I unfortunately saw him being conceived. I saw who his father was. He looks identical to the cat that knocked up his mother. So there's also that. I literally have been with him from the very, very beginning. And then I was there for right in the very, very end. And 12 years and 4.5 months is nowhere near long enough. But I mean, I'm really thankful for the time that I did have with my baby. And I've probably mentioned before, but like, he was my literal animal soulmate. If you believe in that sort of thing, I do feel like there's an animal out there that changes almost everybody's lives just as much as a person does. And I know that Toby was that animal for me. So it just really breaks my heart. It really, really hurts that, you know, what had to happen, and it was really traumatic as well. I'm not supposed to dwell on that. I'm not supposed to think about the last moments with him. I'm supposed to remember the good things and the happy things, but it's really hard not to dwell on the last few minutes of his life because it was really fucking traumatic, and like, he just wasn't okay. And like, I don't know, it wasn't even he had a heart condition supposedly, so I mean, but then apparently it wasn't even the heart condition that took him in the end, which is again really hard to just comprehend in my stupid little brain. It's today's 4 weeks since we had to say goodbye to our little baby Bean, our little Toblerone, our little Tobin baby. And I can't let go. He's in my dreams every night. I actually ordered a $500 plush replica of him, so, you know, I'll probably make a video about that, or maybe I'll add it into this. I don't know how long this is going to take me to put online because it's going to be really hard to edit. What's today? I think it's the 15th today, the 15th of June. Actually, in 2 days from now, on Saturday the 17th, my husband and I will both be getting his beautiful little paw print tattooed, which is going to be really nice. Yeah, he's just in here. He's in that little round container right there, and his paw print's in here, and we have a little clay imprint of his paw in there. Oh, I can't do this. I've lost pets before, but never in the way that I had to lose Toby. He was supposed to live forever. Like, it wasn't even, he had FIV, he was FIV positive, and it wasn't even a complication of that took him. It was, and then he had, oh, I can't even remember what it was called now, but the muscles around his heart were thickening and making it harder for his heart to pump blood. And so that was like making him have really high blood pressure, which is obviously not good. But then it was like, he started getting neurological issues, like for the last few hours or for the last day or something. Like I don't think he could even see. If he could see, it was very blurry. He kept like walking in circles and like, where's my coffee cup? Why can't I find it? Why am I constantly losing my coffee cup? It's in the sink. Oh God. It doesn't really help that I had a breakdown at work today either. It was stupid because I work at a chain of fast food restaurants. We have coffee available as well, right? And so I was at the drive-thru making the drive-thru coffees. In fact, I was making all the coffees with my co-worker. And then for some reason, when the next manager started, she was like, oh, how about you just like go into the front counter cafe and like get everything from over there? And so we were doing that, but then being in the front counter cafe, we have to get the food for the drive-thru as well as for front counter. Whereas if we're just at the drive-thru getting everything, then somebody else gets the food for the drive-thru and for the front counter. And it just didn't make any sense. It literally made zero flippin' sense to me. And then we were putting the coffees for the drive-thru down at a certain area where we put them. And then they were like, guys, how long on the coffee, yada yada. So they were literally expecting us to walk them over to the drive-thru. Why not just keep us in the drive-thru so then you don't have to call out or like walk over, and we don't have to walk over. But then, you know, we'd bring the coffee over and they'd be like, how long on the next one? Like, it's gonna take some fucking time. You want me to walk over here and then walk back over there? That like kills 25 to 30 seconds of time where I could be making your next coffees for you. And, you know, you could just literally use your, like, walk your lazy little fucking legs over there and pick the coffee up and then hand it out to your fucking window. It's just utter fucking bullshit. I hate my job. I just hate it so much. But there's not much I can do about that because I'm 30 years old. What am I gonna do? I don't want to learn something new. I don't want to go back to school and get another certificate because that's just bullshit. Nobody cares about certificates. I didn't need a certificate to get the job that I've got. Even though I have a whole bunch of certificates, it doesn't matter because that's not experience. What you need is experience. And if I were to leave this job, I have no experience doing anything except for this job. Like, I'm a barista, that's what I do. I just spilled milk everywhere too. Damn it. I'm just frustrated. And the worst part about this all, oh, Milton. Milton is regurgitating his food. Oh my fucking God. Milton, sweetie. It's always on the carpet too. He's such a little shit. He probably ate his bloody breakfast too fast. He does this all the time. Speaking of Milton and tofu, they have been literally attached to mine and my husband's hips. Like, we cannot get a moment without them just being on top of us. Tofu hasn't slept one night not in between us on the bed. Milton has pretty much been in the bed like 99.5% of the time. There's been a couple times where I've actually found him in one of Toby's favorite spots, which is my desk chair in my office. He never sat there before Toby died. So, you know, why is he doing it now, you know? Like, he obviously misses him. And Tofu, sleeping in between us, he only used to do that every now and then. Sometimes for a couple nights in a row and then not again for a long time. But Toby, like, I don't know, I feel like Tofu's trying to become Toby in a sense. Like, he's becoming my cuddle companion for nighttime, which is beautiful. But also, when I'm falling asleep on him and then I wake up in the middle of the night, I think it's Toby, but it's Tofu. And it's just really hard because obviously, you know, no cat can replace Toby. And I'm not saying that, like, I'm not even in a position where I want to go and get a third cat again because I just can't, I couldn't handle that. Like, I'm still so heartbroken and these two are really helping me through it, which is absolutely amazing. And, you know, I'm giving them all the attention. If they want attention, they're getting attention. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I feel like if I'm not working, like if I'm not physically at work, then I'm at home making sure that these two have the most attention to try to, I guess, help them to forget that Toby's not here, because I know that they miss him, and I know that they know that my husband and I are sad, and they're obviously sad themselves too. And I don't know, it's really hard. I haven't even dealt with the fact that my mum died, and, you know, Toby was, besides my husband, Toby was the one thing for the last, 12 and a bit years that was like the only constant in my life. He was always there. Anytime I needed him, he was right there. And like, obviously more so than my husband, because at first, like when we were just going out, we didn't see each other every day, but Toby was there every day. So I don't know, I don't know how to explain how I'm feeling. It's really hard, and I don't even know if anybody's going to watch this, but I just needed to get my words out, because apparently writing them down doesn't help. So I have to talk it out loud, and I don't really have anyone to talk to in person. I mean, I do have someone, but I don't want to burden that someone, and they've got their own things going on, and like, I don't really want to talk to my siblings about it because they probably all just think that I'm a sook. And I don't know, my heart's just broken. I don't want anyone to I don't want to burden anyone. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my coffee and oh no, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but okay, literally both my cats are going to the toilet at the exact same time in the two different litter boxes that we've got down here, so I think that's my cue to shut the camera off. So I haven't forgotten about the video. So I obviously didn't get any, I don't know if it's obvious, but my lens is dirty. So I did not get any footage of the day that my husband and I got our tattoos, but there is mine. That's obviously a really bad angle. Oh, and She peeling. She peeling indeed. So there's mine, and my husband's is pretty much in almost the same position, maybe a little bit lower, but on his other arm. But yeah, so it doesn't exactly look the best at the moment because it is peeling, but it's there, and I'm really happy with it. And the only thing that hurt was my feelings. I don't actually know if I've mentioned it yet or not, and sorry about this like horrific what's it called, like the on the screen, but I did actually use this website Petsies to order a $518 plush replica of Toby. Like, look at this doggo and its little plush replica. How good is that, right? And anyway, I'm mentioning this because on Monday the 26th of June I actually got the email saying that it had been shipped, and also on Friday yesterday, on the 30th of June, today's the 1st of July, on the 30th of June, I actually, my last PayPal Pay in 4 payment came out of $125. So now it's completely paid off, and it's just a waiting game now until this little plush of our little toe beans arrives at our doorstep. And I am planning on recording me opening it, just for memory's sake. Like, again, I doubt anybody's even watching this video. It's more so for my own kind of memories, to just remember how I felt. This is kind of like my diary, because apparently I don't want to write it down in words. I just want to speak it out loud, hear the words coming from my mouth directly. I feel a little bit yucky because I haven't showered today. I showered yesterday morning, like less than 24 hours ago, but I feel yucky, and like my lip is all cracked open because it's winter. Yuck. I couldn't afford my normal coffee, so the coffee that I have now is absolutely feral. And it's just gone cold, so I don't want to drink it anymore. I don't even know if I've mentioned in this video yet, but I did write my little toe beans a message. It's quite a long message. So I wrote this on, I believe, the 21st of May, which was obviously just a little, like a couple of days after we lost our little guy. But I just wrote, Toby, Toblerone, Toe Beans, Tobias, otherwise known as my animal soulmate. I will never ever meet another cat like you. The way you would patty cake with Milton at food time, but not with tofu. The way you'd sit and stare up at us if you wanted us to pick you up. The way you curled your paws inwards and got comfortable when you were in my arms. The way you slept up against me, or would be my small spoon. The way you'd lick my nose before chomping down. The way you took to Milton so quickly when we got you back from your 5.5-month adventure. The way you were so happy and comfortable in the new place when we brought you home from that same adventure. The way you'd lay on my chest and purr until you fell asleep, or until I moved and you'd growl at me before jumping up. The way you'd make biscuits on my stomach and had no awareness of the fact that it was really hurting me. The way you never had a favourite spot, but rather just stole your brother's various spots they'd found around the house. The way you'd play with strings or balls, but really nothing else. The way you'd munch your food in such a way that you left yourself leftovers for Ron, or for tofu. The way you'd sleep in between us at night, or on my side of the bed during the daytime. The way you'd always find my desk chair super comfortable after you'd gotten up during the night to drink water or pee, but if I were to get up to go to the toilet, you'd get off the chair, come to the bathroom and beg me to pick you up. I'd carry you back to the bed with me, give you so many scritches and kisses, and then you'd help me to fall back asleep. The way you knew straight away to sit for treats. The way you'd hover butt at food time in an attempt to trick us into thinking you had sat already. The way you'd lower your forehead to me when you wanted a kiss. The birthmark on your back right foot. The extra soft fur on the back of your neck. The mohawk you had as a kitten. The one patch of fur that grew back white instead of your proper tabby pattern. The way your stomach would balloon after a good-sized meal and made you look so silly. I will never ever forget your purr, your incessant kneading, your fur even when it was matted, your warm skin, your greeny yellowy eyes, your rough but soft at the same time toe beans, your little pink wet nose, your long white whiskers, your uneven socks, your fluffy belly, your fat primordial pouch, and your ear tufts.